Well, hello there, YouTube family. I am so sorry that I have not been back to announce the winners of the contest, as I discussed in the last video that I made, which was quite a while ago now. I have some reasons of why I haven't made videos until today, and I'm just going to spare you the mumbo jumbo of it in this video. The purpose of this video is really to let you know where I'm planning to go next with what I'm doing to try to keep myself healthier and lose a couple pounds, and to let you know who the winners are of the contest. So here is the list of winners. If you see your name here, please email me your full name and mailing address so that I can send you your surprise, because I'm not going to let anyone know what it is until they've been sent out, including the entire YouTube family. Sorry about that, but I really have not decided yet. I cannot make decisions. I don't know what is wrong with me. The simplest thing takes me forever. So forgive me on that. But they are going to go out before Christmas, I promise you. And it is Christmas in July. So before the end of Christmas in July, my hope is they'll go out. Thank you again all so much for getting me to a little bit over 1,000 subscribers now. I still can't even believe after all this time that I got there. And I'm very grateful for that. Always will be. What am I doing and what are my plans? I need a sip of coffee, because if you don't see how, I look more than my usual looking terrible. I am sick. It's interesting. I went for blood work to my primary, and I walked in and she said, how are you feeling? And she always gives me a full exam anyway, but I said, I'm not feeling well. So she prescribed me some medication, and good thing she did, because I ended up needing to take it. She wanted me to be covered over the holiday weekend. So it's sinus. I don't think it's more than a sinus infection. If you get a bad sinus infection, it really can make you feel crap. I feel like low-grade fever kind of thing. But anyway, you're not here to listen about me moan. I just wanted to let you know why I look so terrible, more than my usual terrible. So, where am I at? In some of my comments on my last video, to the people who commented there, I did say I was on Slimming World. I did go back to Slimming World for a hot minute, literally. It was a couple days, maybe 3 days, and I was getting to 27 cents. And I just said to myself, I'm going to discuss what I should do next with my primary when I go to see her, because I'm really at a loss. A lot of it has to do with just me as a person. You know, each person has to find their way based on what their needs are. Not all plans fit all people, basically because we either like the foods on the plan or we don't. We each have different reasons of why we want to be on a plan in the first place, and so on. You all know that. That's not new news. For me, I love Slimming World, but I really feel if I'm going to do Slimming World, I have to track my calories, because I have no idea when I eat all the free foods, even if I make a balanced plate, but then I have 27 cents. There was one day where I was under my calories with those 27 cents. And it wasn't because I didn't eat enough of the 0 point foods. I was fine. I had enough protein, enough fiber. So I can't have a mystery surrounding my eating plan. It has to be that I know what my calories are. So what have I decided to do? After, again, talking with my primary, she feels also that calorie counting is easier in some respects, and it's not. But coupling it with the Weight Watchers plan, and the fact that I have a lot of support in Weight Watchers, because I go to the meetings, there's online meetings, and that's important for me to do. And again, this is a personal thing. We're not all the same. In past, when I got to goal, I was attending many meetings a week, and I was very engrossed in the Weight Watcher culture. I wasn't really following the plan. However, all the other wraparound services that it offered to me really helped me to, and one of which also was being lifetime and staying there. And I still would be lifetime if I didn't let someone take up real estate in my head that didn't belong there. I did that to myself. It had nothing to do with the eating plan. It's purely emotional. So where do I stand now? I've been to Weight Watchers this morning. It's my second weigh-in, and I'm really amazed, because yesterday was 4th of July holiday, and I did indulge in some snacks later in the evening, and I ate dinner later because I had worked. So all those things together, my weight this morning should have been more and I didn't weigh at home, interestingly enough, than what I thought it would be. And so I lost 0.6 of a pound since my last weigh-in. And I am amazed at that. And I'm happy about it because I feel a little bit more motivated by it because it was a big surprise. And I must have been doing some things right other than what I had yesterday for the holiday, or I wouldn't have lost the 0.6. I probably would have lost more if I hadn't indulged later in the evening last night. But that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I do have to say, being in the meetings amongst the Weight Watchers community and with the coaches is very special for me. It is very, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm sure if you feel this way about whatever meeting you're attending, be it Slimming World or Weight Watchers, or in the case of my dear friend Mandy, she attends her weekly meeting in her community, which is open to all plans. You get a sense, it is a sense of being a part of a community and having that support there. My Slim Win family is another very important community for me, because it gives me another extra layer of support. Meeting with Beth once a week, which is over 3 years now, I believe. Beth, correct me if I'm wrong, is also instrumental in keeping my head on straight. Now, does that mean that I should be at goal weight with all that support? I don't necessarily think so. I don't think that I should say to myself, well, you have all the support and you're not doing it anyway. What would I be doing if I didn't have the support? What would I be doing if I wasn't trying? What would you be doing if you weren't trying? So today we discussed how strengths influence our journey and also weaknesses. And we made a list of strengths, and then we discussed that topic, which was very enlightening and very refreshing. Sometimes even just being in a meeting and going over the same things, it's like, oh yeah, I haven't thought about that lately, you know. For me, being prepared is a big one, especially when I go out. Packing my food for when I leave home to take with me, especially at work. I see people at my job that spend, not only are they not eating as healthy as they could be, they're spending tremendous amounts of money on the packaged foods that are made in the store. The sandwiches, the fruits, the dip, all of it is so expensive. And I'm lucky that I don't have to worry about doing that. So you see, I'm not at goal, but there is something very important that I do that helps me to stay, even if I'm not at goal. I'm also not morbidly obese, nowhere near. So thankful, very thankful for that. So that was basically what we discussed in the meeting. My plan is to attend the Saturday meeting and attend the Tuesday meeting. I know both of the coaches pretty well, and I'm very happy with the way they run their meetings. So I made that deal with the coach that I saw today. I talked about my issues with her, about my night eating. As it turns out, I'm not alone. She does the same thing. And I'm perfectly satisfied all day with my food. It's not about food allergies. And, you know, I realize it's better if I don't eat processed foods. It naturally goes without saying. It's better if I don't eat flour and sugar. Of course it is. But I'm also not a sugar fiend. I'm not one that buys candy bars and drives around in my car eating them. I don't frequent gas stations or fast food places. Never have, actually. We all like to indulge in some chocolate once in a while, don't we? You know, but it's not in my house. I've cleared out my house. Fortunately, Jim is also trying to eat a lot healthier since he had his cardiac catheterization. And that's helping as well, because I'm making popcorn for him, and his chippy things, snacky things, crispy things are very limited now compared to what they were. And that's better for me too, because I can't get into them. So that's where I'm at. I do also attend Weight Watchers online meetings, although they are, being in all honesty to me, they are not the same by any means. But I make use of those meetings. And they also offer techniques, not just the weekly technique. They will cooking technique videos, and they pick another topic that's not the weekly one that, you know, people might be contending with or like to have more information about. There's all sorts of meetings in there, and that is really very nice, because again, when you're surrounding yourself with a community of people or trying to do the things that you're doing in the sense of following the plan in this case, it just, I don't know, for me, it makes it somewhat easier to do. Now, back to the point system. Yesterday, before I had my snacky things in the evening, I was at 1,400 calories, including dinner. And I had 9 dailies left, 9 daily points. So it's very important for me to know what my calories are, because it would be easy for me to not know what my calories were for the day and go and eat those 9 points. Now, I probably did that anyway, and maybe more, dipped into weeklies, because I did have snacky things in the evening. But that was a planned snacky things. That wasn't a binge like I normally do at night. So I also have to say that having the secondary macros option in the app is making me feel like I'm part of the community 100% now. Because even if I'm not focusing, I'm really not focusing, as per my plan with my primary, on the calories or the points. I know they're there for reference, but what I'm focusing on is eating my meals as healthy as possible. And yes, that does incorporate an organic plant-based shake when I go to work, and some days, honestly, I wake up and I'm not hungry and I have an appointment, I have to take something with me, and a shake is the easiest. I have some bars, they're called the IQ bars. They're very, very healthy, and they don't have any extra junk, as I like to refer to it, in them, and they are there for a different reason, but also kind of the same. If I'm at work and I feel like something like that, I have 15 minutes, guys. And in that 15 minutes, I also visit the ladies' room. So it's not a lot of time for someone with a lap band. And even if I didn't have a lap band, how much food can you possibly eat in like 7 or 8 minutes? You know? So I need these things in my life. And with Weight Watchers, I feel they're pointed foods, but they work. In fact, the shakes are pretty low. I think my shake is 2 or 3 points when I make that shake. So, and it's only 150 calories and has like 20 or 30 grams of protein in it, which is another topic. It makes it easier for me to get my protein in. And again, that also always goes back to having bariatric surgery. Once you've had that surgery, if you've had it, you know what I'm speaking on. And if you haven't had it, it's kind of hard for me to explain it to where it would be more understandable of what it is. I don't want to say what I'm dealing with. It's been a part of my life for so long, I don't remember what it was like not to have it. And I'm okay with that. I'm happy I have it. It doesn't give me problems. It helps me to maintain my weight loss. So, I'm rambling on for 13 some odd minutes now. I am going to hope that you are all doing well and that you are carrying on regardless, even if you stumble and fall, if you change your plans. My plan is to remain with this, what I've just described, for 3 months, because in 3 months I will be visiting my primary again to have another regular blood work, and we will then rediscuss whether this worked, whether it didn't work, what to do next, and all of that good stuff. So I will be doing this for 3 months, whether I do it every day or I'm successful at it, whatever, I will continue with it. And so hopefully before long I'll be back to Lifetime and I won't have to pay. That's another really big motivator for me, not having to pay. So again, I truly hope you're all doing well. You're always in my thoughts and prayers, you and your families. I hope that, like I said, you never give up. We're not allowed to give up. We could take a little sidetrack, but we always have to come back and try to take better care of ourselves. So with that being said, I'm going to send you these giant hugs. If you need them, use them. If you don't, put them in your pocket and save them for a day when you do. They don't go bad. And I'm going to thank you so much for sticking with me and watching my videos and putting up with me making changes here, there, and everywhere. But I can tell you this, 3 months, no changes for me. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope that once I make a change of schedule at work, which is happening again, and everything is getting so much better for me at work, and I'm so happy about that because I really love working where I work. And that's also going to free me up to take better care of myself. I have to make my 6 doctor's appointments. I have things that I need to get done, and I have not been very good with that because the schedule is not really working well for me. but it's going to be. And that's an exciting thing for me. I'm very happy. So I hope whatever you're doing, that you're feeling happy too. And again, give yourself grace, okay? Take better care. We're the only ones that can do it for ourselves. No one can do it. I can't do it for you. And you know I always say you can't do it for me. But we can do it together, okay? Because we are better together. We help each other and we keep each other going. So I'll talk to you real soon. Not sure when I'll be doing or what I eat in a day, but I certainly will do another weigh-in. Today's weigh-in was 146.2, I believe. So I'll look forward to telling you what the next one is when I weigh in next Saturday. And in the meantime, I hope to put up at least a video of what I eat in a day. Oh my Lord, can't talk. Bye for now. See you soon. Thanks so much for watching.